Take me higher, higher than I've ever been. We can wander all the way to the top. I'll hold on to every word you've ever said. Don't you let me down. Don't you let me down. Don't you let me down. All I want is an adventure. Pull the dreams to my head, 'cause I'm tired of pretending. Give me something I won't forget. All I want is an adventure. Pull the dreams
Well,
to
Chad, it's Monday morning.
Yeah, day three. Day three of the Phoenix vacation.
Yeah. Yesterday we were down in the course finishing up the event.
Yeah. Went to the Waste Management Open yesterday. Spent the entire day there, and just had a great day. Rained a little bit on us.
Yep.
Saw some great golf though.
Oh my gosh. Some of those tee shots we saw on 18.
Unreal. Just kind of a recap, and then maybe a little bit of a what's in stall for the next episode.
Yeah.
What we're getting ready to do in about 10-15 minutes.
Hopefully. Yep. But what was your favorite part about yesterday?
16 is so much fun. Obviously, 16 is
Unreal.
unbelievable.
Unreal.
It's tough to even put it into like a perspective. If you haven't been there, it's just a different golfing experience. I will say though, where we ended up on 18, directly behind the tee box, and watching the last two groups come through. That's probably my favorite part.
Well, I would say, to kind of echo what you said, for like the average golfer, 18's tee box is probably one of the most intimidating tee boxes. If you want to hit a good shot, you got to carry at least 80% of that pond to get to the fairway.
80. Darn near 90.
It's ridiculous the shots they hit. Now to them, most of them are just like, oh, whatever. But when we view it, it's nuts.
Definitely.
But to go back to 16, if you are a golf fan, you have to go experience that once. It was nuts. I've never seen an atmosphere where you put it on the fringe of the green and get booed.
Yeah.
It's not a good enough shot, Chad.
No, it's not. Billy Horschel rocked.
Rocks the Pats jersey.
The Pats jersey, that was cool. On 16, got a ton of boos. Knew what he was doing, just kind of playing to the crowd. And then you see guys like Horschel, or you see guys like Tyrell Hatton, who threw some ping hats up.
Oh, bring it up, Chad!
This fool, this unathletic fool, sweet ping hat. Let it go.
Right there, right in front of me. Just bend over, pick it up.
I blame your parents, man. It's genetics.
They didn't give me the good genes.
It's genetics, dude. The time that we spent watching Adam Schenk.
Shout out to Adam Schenk.
Adam Schenk on the tee box. The guy's from Indiana, Vincennes, Indiana. And as he was coming off the green and he was walking up to the next tee box, we were able to talk to him about, just being from Indiana, and got a little bit he kind of responded to what we were saying. It was just kind of cool to see him. Obviously like to root for these local boys out here.
Yeah.
And that was
fun. You went to Purdue too, right?
He went to Purdue, Purdue guy.
Boiler guy.
Boiler up and all that good stuff. If you're into that sort of thing. But he also he's also a Mizuno guy, so that was cool to see.
Amazing experience. I highly recommend it to any golf fan to find a way to get out to the Waste Management. Go experience 16. Go see some of those tee shots they have to hit. Just nuts. It's just cool.
Nothing like it.
Yeah.
Nothing like it. Yeah. All right.
Chad, you kind of gave a little teaser.
Yeah.
What's in store?
So like I said, in about 5 minutes now, we're going to get in the van. We're going to drive out to Scottsdale, Arizona, and we're going to go meet up with the owner of New Level Golf.
Yeah.
If you're into golf, if you know anything about equipment, if you follow that kind of stuff, you've heard of New Level Golf.
So I personally never talked to the founder of a golf equipment company. So check this off.
Yeah, check it off the list.
So Monday morning, we wake up. Chad and I have set up a meet and greet, so to speak, with Eric Burch, who has tons of credentials to his name, but currently right now he is the founder of New Level Golf. Where are we at, Chad?
New Level.
Well, let's go in.
New Level. New Level.
Right here. We walk in. Hello.
Holy cow.
This is not what I expected.
How you guys doing?
Doing well.
I'm Eric.
Get the chance to meet the owner and proprietor.
Founder.
founder of New Level.
He's got stand bags all over the place with logos.
You know, we keep the tour bags just more or less for display purposes, but also now we're starting to get, we got an LPGA gal that we just signed, as well as a player on the Champions Tour that we're trying to finalize everything with.
Okay.
But,
It's awesome.
Golf, that was unbelievable. I was super nervous when we got there, super nervous on the way there. I was super nervous probably for the first like 30 minutes of our conversation.
New fitting system, we showed it at the PGA show. It's basically just like any of the OEM stuff where you just kind of use the torque wrench to take it apart. It still has a few kinks that need to work out, but probably we'll launch here in March. So the good thing about this is, you know, there's no net change in terms of balance point or swing weight or anything like that, and it's probably the only system on the market where there's an actual ferrule on it.
Okay.
So it's nice when you set it down. Unless you really are paying close attention, it really more or less looks like a pretty standard golf club.
Oh my goodness.
So, I mean, that was kind of the whole premise when I designed the line, having been a club fitter and a club maker for so long, is I wanted something that was easily, you know, interchangeable in terms of, you know, the continuity of the look of it, making sure that like the bore depth and everything and the hosels are the same, OTs the same, weights and lofts are very consistent.
It was on Golf Digest hot list, the 902 forged irons, which is amazing. They look beautiful.
902 is that's kind of the iron that put us on the map. It's by far our best seller.
Yeah.
That has really good forgiveness and really good ball speed in a one-piece forge. In fact, about the only other iron that is tested comparably to that in terms of ball speed or distance has been the Strixon, the Z785. Like, I wouldn't really consider that thing too much of a blade. It's kind of it's a wolf in sheep's clothing.
And then he has all these other different irons out there that are just, he takes so much care and consideration into what he's doing.
So long as I wanted something that was easily, you know, interchangeable in terms of, you know, the continuity of the look of it, making sure that like the bore depth and everything and the hosels are the same, OTs the same, weights and lofts are very consistent.
So you make everything right now yourself?
Yeah, 500 sets of irons I think last year. Which,
Jeez.
you know, because I have the standard I have when it goes out is plus or minus a quarter degree for loft and lie, and plus or minus a half a swing weight.
And then just getting a chance to listen to him talk about his product and his goals.
Where does New Level go from here? Well,
Yes, that's a good
I mean,
question.
that all, you know, that's all heavily dependent on how the company scales. I mean, truth be told, you know, I think we had a pretty good first year with what I was able to accomplish.
Yeah.
Another cool thing, all those numbers, they represent a date for his personal life, and I think that's amazing, where he has taken his personal life and be able to wind it up into another passion that he has and combined them, and to me that makes the irons even more attractive.
Right, so all the numbers on the club are like corresponding to like important dates or people that have either are in my family or, you know, somewhat have championed the cause of what I'm trying to do. So
I wanna live fast, never look back. That's what we're here for. Don't wanna wake up one day.
this is a tough one because 6/10 is my wife's birthday, so to tell her that I'm gonna have to discontinue this, it doesn't go over that big.
Oh, that is funny.
You know, when you walk in, you start talking to a founder of a golf equipment company, you don't know what to expect. You don't know what to think. And this was like I was talking with one of my buddies, and he just happened to own his own golf equipment company. And it was just so relaxed, so laid back. I mean,
But I don't think you have as much of a connection with the company.
Yeah, I think that's the big thing too. That's what I get. I think it's funny to me that you get, and I obviously you guys probably deal with it too. I'm always appalled by how the service that I receive as a consumer is in some markets anyway, not necessarily just the golf market, but I have these people that like, I reach back out to them in a timely fashion because it's my job and they thank me for it. I'm like, dude, why are you thanking me? It's like, that's what I'm supposed to do.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's not necessarily that we're going out of our way, that's just the standard. And I always ask the player, first thing I say is, do you like the golf clubs and can you win with the golf clubs? If you can do that, then, you know, if financially it makes sense, we can come to some type of arrangement. If it doesn't and you want to continue to play the golf clubs, then so be it. And if not, hey, no harm, no foul. I appreciate you giving them a try and thanks for the feedback. You know?
Yeah.
New Level Golf also had a lot of prototypes out there. I got to see the wedge from Twitter in person. I think we all know what we're talking about. If you follow New Level Golf, he put out a wedge, and it was really custom done, and he took a lot of flack for it, but in person, it looks amazing. It looks so beautiful. I think it's awesome. I think it stands out, and it's so cool. So I got to see that, which I thought was pretty cool. He also had a lot of different prototypes.
Never look back, that's what we're here for. Don't wanna wake up one day, wondering where they all go. Cause we'll be on before we know. I wanna hear you singing, hey mama, don't stress your mind. We ain't coming home tonight. Hey mom, we're gonna be alright. Dry those eyes. We'll be back in the morning when the sun starts to rise. So mama, don't stress your mind. So mama, don't stress your mind.
It's really neat to sit there and listen to a man who is incredibly successful in the industry, in all the other things he had done, and just kind of that courage that it takes to step out and start something different, and then ultimately see some really early success with that product. So I can't wait to. I'd like to get a club in my hand. I'd like to hit one, demo it probably, and perhaps even purchase a set or some wedges or something. So that was definitely a highlight.
I just want to thank you so much, Eric Burch, for just allowing us to be able to come and talk to you and just pick your brain and listen to you talk about all this kind of cool stuff.
Fast, never look back, that's what we're here for. Don't wanna wake up one day, wondering where they all go.
So I tell people iron is actually like my wife. It looks good and it's pretty forgiving.
Home tonight. Hey mom, we're gonna be alright. Dry those eyes. We'll be back in the morning.
Great stocks.
This could go